Hey, welcome back everyone. So another Zapier quick tip for you, and this time I'm going to be showing you how to use a custom code block to achieve some of the same things we've been doing in our other videos. And if you haven't seen those other videos, what we covered was how to use the filter zap and how to use the path zap. And if you see my screen right now, I've got a spreadsheet open. This is the same spreadsheet we've used for all the examples, and this has been the context of using the zap. So it was inspired again by a client's project. They had users or people or leads who were interested in a product potentially signing up. So it was not in their situation, it wasn't just a simple sign up form, it was they sign up on another thing, but it brought people in with the same kind of flow of their name, their email address, what product they were interested in, and we needed to filter based on that and add them to a specific Klayviyo newsletter. This is my own account, just a simple dumbed down one. And you see here, it would just be entering an email, a name, choosing a product, and then I'll quickly just add it, say it's Gavin plus filter for activationmax.com, Gavin 4, and say I'm interested in product number 3. So cool, we sign up there, we show up there. This column you can kind of ignore, I just was playing around within the path example. But basically, so now we've got these users coming in, and we want to be able to sign them up for different newsletters based on which product they're interested in. So product 1 users go to product 1 newsletter, product 2 members go to product 2 newsletter, and they get put into a flow potentially in Klayviyo or MailChimp or ActiveCampaign or DripCampaign, whatever, any example. So now if we click over, just a quick overview of the Zap. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but essentially this would be, you have your Google spreadsheet, it's when a new spreadsheet gets added, and that happens as soon as someone signs up. Then normal account stuff, normal row stuff, etc. Very, very standard. Just load that in quickly. And you see we've got product 4 person there, product 3 person there, product 2 person there, product 2, product 1. I'm just going to leave it on product 1 for now because my next Python code block thing relies on that. So in this app, if I had to show to you quickly, I just want to copy paste this so I don't have to redo it. But we delete that quickly. So now say code by Zapier. So this is a more technical and detailed one, and to be able to do this, you need to know a bit of JavaScript, if you've heard that term, or Python. I'm very much Python focused. So in this example, we have still that same row coming in, and you can see here, this is how we choose those fields, and we want to filter based on the product that they're interested in. So that's what we get in product 1. And in this case, I'm just going to call the key is product, and you'll see the way I access it is later. So in this bit of a Python block, the reason I've done it like this is because this is actually going to let us do this flow all in one zap, as opposed to having an individual zap or multiple paths. We can do it all in one. So basically, we have that product interest coming in, they're in product 1, and here I've created a map saying if they're interested in product 1, we want to sign them up to newsletter 1. If they're interested in product 2, we want to sign them up to newsletter 2. If they're interested in product 3, we're going to sign them up to just a newsletter called newsletter. So let me explain this, why that name looks funky. So that is actually the official code for the newsletter. For the list segment. So in Klayviyo, for example, I went to list and segments, and I had to pull out the ID there because that is how Klayviyo understands a request to add someone to a newsletter. So just to show you this example, I'm going to do it this way so it actually works. But basically, all I'm doing is from earlier here, we have the product. I'm fetching which product they're interested in. This is going to be product 1. Now we've got product 1 there. Now we're going into this newsletter mapping. I'm saying, okay, I want to get whatever the product 1 mapping is. So we go to that row, we get in that ID, and then I'm returning that ID. And you'll see now when I run the code block, it's going to give me back what we just saw. So the input is product 1, and it returns that newsletter ID that we want. So we're done editing on that. And now we have a normal add subscriber to Klayviyo, add subscriber to MailChimp, add subscriber to ActiveCampaign. This will vary based on which thing you're using because we'd have to fetch that ID. So this is why it's a bit more technical of a Zap. but I thought I'd show it to you anyway because it was quite fun that you could achieve the same goal in numerous ways. And here you got this add new subscriber, you have the account, it's customized list. So this is where now we're reaching into the output from our previous run. You say we want that newsletter, that's going to be the list we're adding them to. And we got the email address from the original spreadsheet row. I could have passed it down, but I just did it this way. And then that's all you would need to do. This won't actually subscribe straight away because it requires a double opt-in, but you'll see that message come up here. It says confirmation email was sent, etc., etc. But in this case, once they go opt-in, they'll show up in the correct newsletter, and then you'd have all of this kind of multiple pars and stuff just all in one zap, as opposed to having 6 zaps that do filtering or pars or something like that. So thanks again for watching. That was another quick tip. And if you want some advice on any of this, if you want a hand with any of this type of stuff, or if you found this video interesting at all, leave a comment, shoot me a like. We can also send through a message if you want any help with this, but hopefully that helps and gave you a bit more insight into the options you have with Zapier, and chat soon.